Good morning, friends. My name is Reverend Karla Lightner. I'm the Associate Minister at Unity San Diego. Today is August 11th, 2020, and another beautiful day. I certainly cannot believe how quickly this year is moving forward. And we hope this year moves very quickly and some of the changes that have happened stay, like being able to reach so many of you through our online services and through social media platforms. But then we also hope and pray that and know and affirm that we will be back together in person before too long. So it's kind of like having your cake and eating it too, being the best of both worlds. I'm a little tongue-tied this morning. So today, instead of really reading the daily word, I thought I would pray this morning, and Spirit kind of guided me to this book, The Treasury of Spiritual Wisdom. It's a collection of 10,000 inspirational quotations that my friend Jackie gave to me a while back. And I just kind of closed my eyes and picked a page, and I came up with a quote about choice. And this quote about choice was written by someone called the Peace Pilgrim. So I looked up the Peace Pilgrim, and she was a lady born in 1908 named Mildred Lisette Norman. She was a spiritual teacher, a mystic, a pacifist, a peace activist, and a vegetarian activist. She was actually the first woman to walk the entire length of the Appalachian Trail. She made her transition on July 7th of 1981, but she had some pretty great quotes. Here is what Spirit guided me to this morning by the Peace Pilgrim. Life is a series of choices, and nobody can stop you from making your choices. We know that's true. People punish themselves by making wrong choices. Constantly, enlightenment is being offered to them, but they refuse to accept it. Therefore, people are being taught by problems that are set before them, since they refuse to make right choices voluntarily. That's a big mouthful, isn't it? But it's a lot of wisdom too. And when we think about things, we have choices. And when we go into that still small space of silence, we listen for that still small voice. We are opening ourselves up to the enlightenment of the God of our understanding. We are opening ourselves up and allowing ourselves to receive that spiritual guidance. And we're allowing ourselves to get those divine ideas so that we can express out into the world. But if we don't, and I thought about this too, when I didn't know about that place, when we don't do that, then we look at there's a problem, there's a choice. There's a problem, there's a choice. Problem, choice. Kind of like on TV. There's the wonderful couple, then there's a problem. They solve a problem, they live happily ever after. It's kind of like a pattern of make believe yet not. And the reason I say that is because we don't have to wait for a problem to make a choice. First of all, we can take those things that people classify as problems, and we can change those to opportunities. We can change our problem, what people view as issues or as opportunities. And we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait for something to happen to make a choice. We can go within each day and ask Spirit, the God of our understanding, what is mine to do? What is mine to do today? What is mine to do for the highest good of everyone? What can I be grateful for today? What is mine to do? How do I find this inner knowledge? When I was a kid, and everybody's raised differently. So I was a kid, a preteen or young teenager, in the days of the Beatles and Maharishi Yoga and those times when the Beatles were just going into meditation, and meditation was becoming a bigger part of the Western world. It was becoming very popular. I think I was about 13, maybe 14. And my parents or my mother believed that if I went into a time of meditation, into the silence, that I would become demonized in some way and I would get these ideas that would make me do crazy things. Being a rebellious teenager, I went into meditation anyways. I read books and I found that I would allow myself to get to a certain point and then I would get scared. My mom's words would come to me, up somebody, you're going to get these crazy ideas. You're going to become a crazy person. The devil is going to come in and give you these ideas. I would not allow myself to go all the way and release and let go. So as I learned more about unity, about new thought, as I released those thoughts and beliefs that no longer served me, that served my parents, and that was wonderful for them. I mean, that was their life and their beliefs, and I'm not here to knock them. But as I discovered and started to develop my own set of beliefs, I allowed myself to go into a place of meditation, to realize that this wasn't just something that was popular, but this was something that really, really took me within. And when I began to believe that God is in, as and through me, and works in, as and through me in my own individual way, and that I am a part of God, God is a part of me, and we are one, I allowed myself to open up to the God of my understanding without fear. And I began to ask, what is mine to do? And the first thing that I experienced was calm, a sense of calm. Because it took faith and it took trust. A lot of us have a lot of things we grew up with, things that we've carried that no longer serve us. And the best tools that I've learned for that is to deny that those things have power over us anymore, and then to affirm what does. So I would say to myself, the beliefs of my parents regarding meditation no longer have power over me. I affirm that I commune with the God of my understanding positively in the silence. And so I developed my own relationship within. And so I'd like to honor that relationship and the relationship that we all have with the God of our understanding today. Using this quote from the Peace Pilgrim, focusing on the part that says, we are constantly enlightenment is being offered. It is our choice to choose enlightenment. It is our choice to trust and have faith. I read recently that said that having faith and having fear both require trust. What will we have trust in? We have to trust in something. We trust that when we buy a box of puzzle pieces, jigsaw puzzle pieces, we trust that every piece is in the box. When we buy a big box of diapers, we trust that the diapers are going to stick together at the sides. We trust so many things. We trust that when we cash our paycheck at the end of each week or end of each month, that the money will be there to pay us. We trust so many things that are outside of us. How can we trust what is within? How can we trust what is within us and trust ourselves? And I have found friends from those experiences and from opening myself up to the God of my understanding, that I can trust that small voice, that voice of enlightenment. I don't have to wait until a problem comes. I don't have to wait until an issue or a challenge faces me. Of course they do. They still come. But when I'm centered and I'm secure in my faith, in the inner knowing that with a breath, I can go within. I can face my challenges and my problems as an opportunity. Because when it comes down to it, really, our reaction to what happens without, our reaction to how we react to what happens outside of ourselves, and our choices as to what we do with these things is what we have. Again, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, which is all of you and your reactions and how you handle things. The courage to change the things I can, which is myself, my reactions, my choices, my ability to open up to the God of my understanding, and the wisdom to know the difference, the wisdom to know that it is it is me who can control what I do. So I invite you, friends, to take a moment now to meditate with me. Take a breath, get into the silence, and look for your own enlightenment from the God of your understanding as we take a few moments. Just breathe. Let that go. Just take in a breath. Let it go with a big We'll do that again just to relax. As I just release all the perceptions, all the worries, all the things I have to do today, all the worries about what is, what might be. As I take a breath in, let that go. I set aside anything I'm holding in my hands, in my heart, in my consciousness, in my thoughts and worries. And I focus today, as I invite you to focus with me, friends, on enlightenment. What is mine to do as I work on myself? How I can change, what I can see, what I can do as I work on my choices. What does the God of my understanding have to reveal to me today, right now? Reveal to me, Spirit, reveal to me what needs to be revealed in ways that are easy to understand. What is mine to do as I take a moment to contemplate this in the silence? I am open and receptive to the God of my understanding. I am open and receptive to peace, love, joy, and happiness. I am a conduit of peace. I allow myself to be enlightened by the Christ presence within me, as I can access this at any time of any day. I need not wait for an issue, for a challenge, for a problem to confront me. But I choose to open up, to be enlightened, to hold the high watch, and to be love, to be God in expression as divine mind and divine order show me what is mine to do. And I say, thank you, thank you, thank you, God, for showing me this peace, this centering peace, and guiding me to be an expression of you in the world today. And so it is. Thank you, thank you. Amen. And I breathe into this truth of knowing, this truth we are, that I am love. I invite you, friends, to open your eyes as you feel ready. Bring your awareness back to the present, knowing that we can choose enlightenment. We can choose peace. We can become proactive in knowing and reaching out to the God of our understanding. We don't have to wait. We can choose God. Thank you so much for joining me today. You have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Namaste. Bye-bye.